with Marcus Blackmore at the Newcastle Cruising Yacht Club, and Marcus has got his boat Hooligan here for the regatta. Hi Marcus, and what sort of program have you got planned for this year?
Well, I think the real thing that's exciting about us is participating in this particular regatta and the ones that we've planned for the TP52s. This has got to be some of the best racing in Australia. Some really, I can't believe the number of professionals, sailors that are here. We didn't think Terry, when he put the thing together, didn't really think that we get a lot of professionals on board, but we have, so that's a bit of a surprise. And I think it's an indication of what the owners want. The plan was for this regatta, and for every regatta, the plan is basically an owner-run class. So the owners decide where they're going to race, how we're going to race, who will have as the PRO. A bit like the Far 40s that I used to be involved in for some time. I think there's some wonderful lessons to learn from the Far 40 group, and they're still going.
Yeah, so, well and truly, they're going very strong. Well, that's good. Now, you say you'll be doing this one, of course. Now, this is the last day is today.
Yeah.
So, where are you off to next?
Well, then I think I'm not sure. I think we'll do a couple of Sydney events or something, and then the real goal for this year will be to try and win Hamilton Island again. So we'll do Early Beach. We went there last year, and that was a lot of fun. And then having another crack at Hamilton Island.
Port Stephens, you're going to Port Stephens?
Yep, that's right. We're going to Port Stephens. I think our entry's in. There's a little debate at the moment, but I think it's in. And they tell me it's in, but then the organisers say it's not, so we've got a little issue to resolve there, but that's all right. But look, this is a big initiative for us. Terry Wetton basically put it all together because we had the same sort of concept when I had a TP52 before. We've got to try and bring the older boats up to meet the newer boats. And what happened was I was talking to a guy in Queensland, not in Queensland, talking to a guy about going to Hamilton Island last year, and he was crew on a TP. And I said, "You're going to Hamilton Island?" And he said, "We were, but we're not now." I said, "Oh, why? What happened?" He said, "You're going." And he said, "My owner says he's not going to take the boat all the way up there if he can't win." And it'd be very difficult to beat us over regatta. Of course, they'll beat us occasionally by going the right way and so on. So we've got to address that, and that's what this class is now doing. And we saw it yesterday. We've got a new rule to try and level the fleet out a little bit. Because the funny thing, owners, they just like that little bit of glassware, and it's a very expensive bit of glassware as well. So I think we can achieve that. We might have to modify our rule a little bit, and Terry will do that. It was just great because all the owners, at our first meeting we had 10 owners and 3 apologies from interstate owners. So we've had a lot of interest. We tried to do the first regatta. And we were using the IRC rule and then adding a bit to it for the number of pros you had on board, and that levelled it out. And then Matt Allen came and told us that if we conducted that regatta, that the Royal Ocean Racing Club would take away our IRC certificates, and we wouldn't be competing again. Now, I thought that was totally unreasonable and stupid. This is all about getting sailors on boats, and these boats have got 15 sailors on all the time. I don't know the real story behind all of that, but it was extremely disappointing. We had to cancel the first regatta, but now this is our second, it was originally our second regatta, so pretty exciting stuff, and I think if you talk to the owners, they're pretty happy.
That's good. Now, the boat itself, tell us about the boat.
This boat I bought from an Argentinian family. It won the Super Series in Europe last year, but those boats, I mean, it's just a flea between first and 10th almost. The fleet is so close. So I don't think it means all that much about winning but it's psychologically, it's strong. We made a slight adjustment, we put a bit of extra weight, I think, we took a bit out, I've forgotten now, out of the bulb. to
Yeah.
make it rate a little
Sure,
bit
yeah.
better under IRC. And the TPs just rate quite well under IRC. They're great boats and great boats to sail. And I think we'll see a lot more of them on the water.
Personally, do you enjoy the sailing?
Oh, I love it. I mean, I just, you know, you get involved in business, and then suddenly when you get on the boat, you completely forget about business. And I think that's a great thing about sailing.
Well, it's good to see that you've got such a strong fleet in Australia here, because it's sort of like it's a supernumerary to Europe, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it is.
Boats
Well,
come down
of
here.
course, what happened originally, when the Med Cup was on, those teams were building a new boat every year, so there was quite a few good, very good second-hand boats, because the difference from year to year was only very marginal, and I think that's the case even this year. So the class has developed over time. It's originally was built for the Transpac, but then they kept building them lighter and lighter, and so they suddenly said, no, we better build them to ABS or something, because the second-hand value won't be there. So they're actually good boats, and now we get a number of them going to Hobart and that sort of thing. Not for me.
Well, with fleets of 9 and 10 boats here in Australia, it's a very good competitive.
We believe we'll have 10 boats here next year.
Fantastic.
And I've got to say something, that the Newcastle Yacht Club have been absolutely fantastic.
Oh, it's been great,
They've
hasn't
bent
it?
over backwards for us. It's just a pleasure to be here with them.
And it's such a good area, isn't it? It's such a good,
Yeah, and the
good club.
racing's good.
Yeah.
It's a good place to race. I'd never raced here before.
No. Well, it's good. Well, it's certainly looking up as far as here is concerned. And we're out today on the offshore course, are we?
Well, we're offshore. Hopefully we'll get 4 windward lewards in. I think I've got a very good crew, so you know, you only have to watch us going around the top mark, and we've got a little bit of technology that gets that kite up and down. One of the boats here, they're still pulling it up by hand.
Oh, no.
So that's a bit of a disadvantage. But, you know, I think this class will develop, and as the owners get more fun, then they'll probably put more effort into getting better crews, better sails and whatever. So the class will grow. Very exciting.
Well, let's go out and get into it.
All right.
All the best.
Thank you.
no matter what sort of boat you have, whether it's a large power boat, a small yacht, a regular production vessel, give us a call at Pantanius and we'll do our best to satisfy your needs.